Beyond Brimming on being lonely inside reflection of individual lifestyles, inside loneliness is often viewed as a strong and powerful emotion, one that renders us useless and helpless in the face of challenges. But is it really that strong? Or is it just a side effect of our modern ways of living? We spend most of our time surrounded by equipment and systems that allegedly make our lives easier. The smartphones that follow us everywhere, the computers that streamline our work, the tubes that connect us to other people and ideas. But in this bubble of convenience and connection, we often overlook one thing: our interaction with others is heavily reduced to texts and photos and likes. Real, in the flesh contact becomes a rare sighting. This can lead to a mind-boggling isolation. We know that social isolation is bad for our mental health, but we often overlook that loneliness is key to our survival. Loneliness is both a cause and a consequence of this isolation. It is the spark that sets off a fire of negativity and depression. But what is loneliness? Really, is it a thing that can be treated? Or is it a part of who we are? Can we even be lonely if we are connected to the world through our devices? And if we are, how do we overcome it? One of the problems with modern loneliness is that it often gets confused with being alone. We often think that being alone is the same as being lonely, but they are two different things. Being alone is a state of being without other people, while being lonely is a state of mind, a feeling of disconnection and dissociation. Being alone can be okay, even beneficial. It can give us the space to reflect on ourselves, to think about our values and goals. But being lonely is a different story. It can lead to feelings of hopelessness and despair, to a sense of not belonging anywhere. But what if we turned this on its head? What if we stopped seeing loneliness as a thing to be avoided and started seeing it as a thing to be embraced? What if we saw it as a chance to reflect on ourselves, to examine our lives and our relationships? We could start by looking at our lives and seeing where we can make changes. We could start by taking small steps to connect with other people, to reach out and form new relationships. We could start by finding ways to express ourselves, to create and share our thoughts and feelings. We could start by redefining what it means to be lonely. We could see it not as a thing to be avoided, but as a chance to grow and learn. We could see it as a way to connect with ourselves, to discover who we are and what we want. In the end, loneliness is not something to be feared. It is something to be embraced, something to be used as a chance to grow and learn. And it is something that we can overcome, not by trying to avoid it, but by seeing it for what it is: a part of who we are.